Hey guys, Stealth here and welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts Shipyard Champions. Today we have a very interesting challenge. We're going to design a battleship and leave a whole bunch of room. I cannot use a lot of this battleship, which is going to cause some issues. The backstory. In his younger days, your country's recently anointed emperor was obsessed with ancient history. His favorite topic, in particular, was the Syracusia, a truly mighty vessel designed by none other than Archimedes himself. And now that he's emperor, there's no one that can stop him from having one of his own. Your task is to build the emperor his own modern Syracusia. I can set range, time, weather, all of these things myself. I have one battleship. You can use any hull that will fit the requirements of having no less than 72,000 tons. So you're going to be able to make a really big battleship with this. You cannot use more than 75% of your total tonnage to leave room for the Emperor's pets, troops, gym, indoor pool, and massage parlor. So this guy, a bit spoiled, has to have his toys. The enemy, 2 battleships. The scoring, you get 5 points for a battleship sunk. You get 1 point every time you ram an enemy. Drive him closer, he wants to hit them with his sword. There's 5 points if you end the battle with more than 50% of your hull. And optional, for those of you who like to gamble, you will get an additional 5 points for every 5% of extra tonnage you can free up for the Emperor's stuff. For example, if you only use 70% of tonnage, you will get an additional 5 points. However, your ship must survive for the points to go through. You can add additional battleships for double the points, or an additional battleship for double points, but if your ship sinks, your total overall points will be 0. Isn't that lovely? Ship cost is the tiebreaker in favor of the most expensive ship. So if there is a tiebreaker, the most expensive ship wins. Now I am free to use the Dreadnought Improvement Project or Naval Arms Race, and I am in fact running Dreadnought Improvement Project, a mod which changes quite a lot of the values. One of those is torpedo damage, and I'm very interested to see how that's going to go. Now, my plan for this particular challenge is to go for a kill on 3 enemy battleships, and I have seen what the torpedoes can do in this mod, and it is glorious and scary. So we're going to add a lot of torpedo launchers to this ship, which will also serve the purpose, most likely, of having not that much tonnage used. Because I'm not going to be using that much tonnage, I should be fine. To make things far more difficult for the enemy to dodge, I'm going to start at, let's say, 4,000 meter range and give these torpedoes ample opportunity to immediately collide with their target. So, we're designing a really big battleship. Really big. What's the top here? 130,000 tons. Increase the beam. Increase the draft. We should be ending up with, what, 150 something, I think it is? Yeah. Go on. Yes. 158,043 tons. I'm going to get it an elite crew with spacious quarters, making sure that everybody, well, not everybody will survive, but at least a decent portion of my crew will survive. I'm going to put the funnels on the main tower. I'm going to put that secondary tower, let's say the smaller one, in place to allow for a lot of torpedo launchers here. So 75% of this ship has to remain clear. That means I only have 118,000 tons to work with. Now, most people might go, only 118,000 tons? Yeah, only. Because on a ship like this, well, you can fill that pretty quick. Let's go for the best armor you can get, best armor protection as well. Keep in mind, values are going to be different. I'm using BrotherMunro's mod, which is definitely going to change things up. I can try and make this thing fairly expensive. I think I'm pretty well heading in that direction. 9.2 billion. Bloody hell. Give me an unbalanced rudder. I'm not really intent on going for the ram challenge. I don't think that's going to do me any favors. So, ramming, yeah. Not strictly something I want to do. Now, these torpedoes. These are 18-inch torpedoes, and they, thanks to the mod, can do almost 22,000 points of damage. So what if you bring a 24-incher? Then you're looking at 36,000 points of damage. That's good damage. Range on these things is 10 kilometers, which is fine. The fast torps are no longer as fast as you might have imagined. These things do 33 knots with electric propulsion. With fast, they do 47 knots. So I think the 62 knots or something that it was is unfortunately no longer. Now, ramming, not that likely to happen, but I will get shot at a lot. What the fuck? 40 40-inch armor belt. Yeah, let's do that. If we're going to get shot at by a 20-incher at short range, which happens to have a really good shell, and I have armor quality of 190%. Excuse me. Okay. I didn't even know that you could go up that high, but here we are. Yeah. So at very, very short range, this thing can pen me. If the enemy has 20-inch guns, I am going to be in for an interesting time. If they got 19s or 18s, I don't think it's going to be nearly that bad. Because the 18s probably can't pen nearly as much. Yeah. We're looking at 37 inches of pen, and 34. Still, yeah. I mean, this ship is going to take some casualties. There is no way about it. I'm going to have to get some main guns. I might as well make it look good. I mean, it is for the Emperor, after all. So a 20-inch gun. I have a very nice engine efficiency of 300%. And I am already up to my limit. Let's reduce the armor quality, or the armor amount, just a bit. Holy crap. What is so goddamn heavy? Oh, right, the turret, of course. The turret is so damn heavy. Here. That saved some weight. Very good. As for the rest, I'm looking mostly for anti-flash fire. 9% chance to flash fire is still not very good. That is with the best propellant, I think. No, there. Tube powder. Torpedoes, torpedoes, torpedoes. I can still add more to the torpedo launchers. Can I divide these into like 2 different groups? Sort of. What I'm doing right now is forcing this launcher not to be able to launch to the bow. And I'm going to do the same thing for the bow launcher, not to be able to launch towards the stern. So ideally, I'd be separating these torpedo launchers into separate groups. And thereby making it more likely to be able to get hits on various targets. As for the rest, it is BrotherMunro's mod. And that means your fire chance is not as likely to kill things. It can, however, kill crew... No. It can't kill crews as quickly. Huh. Maybe I can just keep it as is. Like, it's not a particularly pretty ship. It has 47,000 tons that it's not actively using, and the price tag is 10 billion. Almost 11. If you speed this thing up. What? I know it can be fielded, but this is $216 billion for a warship? Damn. That is some speed you got there. Of course, making 158,000 tons go through the water at that speed is a bit much. Syracuse. There we go. I think this could work. The problem is, if I lose my torpedo launchers, the ship is essentially harmless. And if that happens, I am going to have some serious challenges in sinking the enemy. Give me a 10-inch forebelt, like a 10-inch aft belt, 5-inch superstructure. This time around, I don't care that much about the conning tower, which is a weird thing to say. But yeah, fine. I get an additional 5 points for every 5% of extra tonnage you free up for the Emperor's stuff. Am I at that point yet? Math says I need to be at 110,630 tons. So I need to have less tonnage. Okay. Make it anti-torp 4. Boom. If I want to go to like 0.6 or 0.65, I need to be at 102,000 tons. Ooh. Well, it's possible. I'm not sure if it's going to be survivable. Yeah, I need to be at 102,727, and I'm just below that right now. So this should work. Now, let's reduce the main deck. We don't need that. Yeah. Okay. So if I put these to like 11-inch... I'm still below. Okay. Let's see if this awesome horrid creation is going to actually do well. Okay. 3 battleships. They all need to go down. Ideally quickly. They are armed with 18-inchers. And it actually almost looks like Yamato. I know she had triple barrels, but still. It's a very nice design. Very nice. Let's see how well it does against torpedoes. Because that is going to be its big challenge right now. How long does it take for these launchers to reload, if ever? 1,000 seconds. That's 15 minutes. More even. Can they pen this? Yeah, they probably can. With that many 18-inchers? Oof. Yeah, they can definitely pen it. Send the torps. Especially considering I am quite likely to lose torpedo launchers. Ceasefire, ceasefire, ceasefire. We've only sent the stern. Considering that these things do 36,000 points of damage per, that could be enough to make this battleship go away real quick. Real quick. Holy shit. 10 hits, 36,000 points of damage. Please tell me that thing will flood out, like, instantly. Okay. Next torpedo salvo on the second battleship, please. Torpedoes are away on the second ship. As for ever turning this thing around, like a turning circle of... Yeah, right, 600 meters. Right. Boom! 10 hits, 30,000 damage. Now, the Ryuho is looking like she's seen better days, and she's still flooding. So that's good. That's a good start. She's down to 12%, 11... Still dropping. 6... 3, 2, 1... Gone. Okay, so 10 torpedoes will sink a ship like that. Fuck. I might give the Yamashio the same problem, but I have lost all my torpedo launchers. All the port side launchers are dead, and because of that, all the torpedoes on the starboard side are dead too. So at this point, we're gonna have to probably go for the ram. Which I essentially cannot do. Because I'm so slow. Right. Still though, this ship did good did good damage. There goes the Yamashio. Now, I did go for the 3 battleships, which was fairly stupid, because if you do not sink... Well, it says if your ship sinks. Yeah, well, that's likely to happen. I need to kill this ship if I want to get some points. Any points. Where are my starboard torpedo launchers, and why are they not working? Ow. Oh, we got launchers. Starboard side away. Kotetsu is not likely to dodge that. 1, 2, 3. Ammo detonation as well. Oh, they lost their 18-inchers! Good luck. Because with this, like 5 inches, you're basically a DD now. You're just a 76,000 ton DD. Oh boy. There might be hope yet. There might be hope yet. Stern launcher. 1 launch. No? Why not? I did put a launcher on the stern, right? I did. Did it get blown up? I think it might have. Port side launch. Thankfully, Kotetsu is trying to make a turn. I have lost 28% of my crew, though. That's a bit problematic. Kotetsu has survived her flooding. Not sure if these things will launch due to the list of the ship. There's the... Yeah, there we go. There we go. We're only getting 2 tubes. And most likely 1 hit. Boom. 4,300. But that's more flooding on her bow. Is my bow launcher still available? It is. It is, it is. Make it happen. 64% buoyancy, 62. Come on. One more. One more won't sink her. But... Yep, torpedo away. That's another compartment that was not yet flooded. She keeps doing loops around me, which means that she's sailing into range of my starboard launchers, which have been reloaded. Oh, there's hope yet. Buoyancy, 40%. Torpedoes, away. 1, 2... Shit. That was a dud. She's flooding again, though. I can probably keep this up for a while. But I only have 8 torpedoes left. It's a bit problematic. And she's survived her flooding. My crew loss is holding at 29. Okay. Okay. If Kotetsu can just be patient and come around again, we might be able to make something happen, but her ability to turn is not that great. She's probably losing speed pretty quick. She's doing 11 knots. And increasing speed, actually. She's increasing. Well, well, well. Unfortunately, the Syracusia just refuses to turn. Well, she's actually turning better now that she's half flooded by the looks of it. The good news is, the Kotetsu is not fast. The bad news is, because of that, it might not be that hard for her to dodge the torps. Her buoyancy is dropping quickly. I think we might have her. What? We did it! Yes! We did it. 3 ships down. Okay. Here's the math. I was able to sink 3 battleships. So, I get 5 points per each battleship sunk. So, by my count, that is 15 points. I did not ram the enemy, so no points there. You'll get an additional 5 points for every 5% of extra tonnage you freed up for the Emperor, which I did. It was 10 points. And I was able to add an additional battleship, and I survived. So, if my math is correct, I'm getting 50 points. Very nice. That was a fun challenge. And I think in vanilla it would not have worked out, but in the Dreadnought Improvement Project, it did. If you are unfamiliar with the mod, have a look down below in the description. That is where you can find the link to the mod. Highly recommend you check it out. It does breathe new life into Dreadnoughts, and it is something that I really enjoy playing with. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon for more.